My name is Philip Cage, and in today's blog I'll be looking at people who are too scared to ditch their solicitors in family court. And I do get quite a few phone calls from clients, potential clients who already have legal representation. They know it's not going well for them, they're spending thousands of pounds and they're not happy, but at the same time they seem to be too scared to be able to take that move and actually ditch their solicitors and come to someone like myself instead as a McKenzie friend. And there's kind of four reasons why people seem to find it difficult to abandon the extortionate fees that they pay to solicitors. Firstly, that they think that their case is somehow unique. But that's just not true. You know, the family court system is really about a set of processes and procedures that take someone from the start to the very end. And the experts within the family court system, like CAFCAS, and the justices, the magistrates, and the judges, they've heard your kind of case hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of times. So what you may believe to be unique and even complex invariably actually isn't. The second reason is that people think that somehow that they need what's known as specialist support. And lots of solicitors sell themselves as being specialists, but there is no specialism in family court system. You're looking at divorce, you're looking at child arrangements, and you're looking at finances and sometimes, of course, non-molestation orders. But this is all about resolving human conflict. And there's very little specialism that's needed in that. And in fact, there's very little law in the family court system at all. And that's where we come in as McKenzie friends, that we can offer you support through the entire system from start to finish at a fraction of the cost of lawyers. Now, of course, you have solicitors who charge extortionate fees, and what they like to do is just to tag that word specialist on it to make them seem more important or to try and justify the expenses that they charge. But what we say is that there's very little specialist support at all. And what you need is indeed support, but we can provide that as McKenzie friends. Some people believe that they're disadvantaged by not having a solicitor, but that's simply not true. Tens of thousands of people every year are going through family court without solicitors and lawyers, and they suffer absolutely no disadvantage whatsoever. If any of them were disadvantaged, then we have a corrupt two-tier family court system which favoured those who have money and means of paying. But of course, in the UK, we don't have such a system that is fundamentally corrupt, and it's fair. So having a lawyer doesn't give you any advantage whatsoever. Some people come to me saying that they've actually spent so much money on their solicitors or lawyers, sometimes upwards of 10, 15, 20,000 pounds. They find it almost impossible to accept that has been money thrown down the drain as unnecessary, and they find it very difficult once they spent that much money to just realise that they need to change course. The alternative is that they just get further and further into crippling debt, as so many people put their legal fees on credit cards. So what's my message to you? If you're unsure or feel too scared about ditching your solicitors, I would say this to people. If you really want to get legal advice from a lawyer, then of course you must give that a go. It's your choice. But at the same time, what I would do is have a war chest or a pot of, say, £2,000 and set that as your initial limit. Go to a solicitor, seek their support, and after that £2,000 has completely gone, stop and think, What service did I actually receive for that £2,000? What did that solicitor do that actually I couldn't have done myself, or with support from someone who is totally familiar with the family court system? And if you feel that that money hasn't been well spent, and that you could have done most of that work yourself, or all of that work yourself with someone like me supporting you, then think carefully about carrying on. And perhaps at that point, it's time to ditch your solicitor and give me a call.